Hello everybody, I'm going to begin by showing you my index card. Entertainment is a waste of time. That's a very common opinion that a lot of people have, especially when they're talking about adults and entertainment. Entertainment is something meant for children, it's a distraction, and it's something that as you grow older you eventually grow out of. Video games especially are a very common victim of this kind of mindset, where playing video games later in your years is seen as something that's immature and something that has no value. However, entertainment, even video games, can have great importance and great value in people's lives and cause a lot of long lasting good memories. And it's not something to be ashamed of or something to stop as you get older. My name is Justin Wants, and today I'm going to be showing and describing for you my Xbox One video game controller, as well as describing its importance and emotional value towards me. Let's get started, shall we? First, I'm going to start by describing the controller before showing it to you. That way you can really get an idea of just how beautiful and important it is to me. The controller is small, has a very handheld size to it. It's meant to be handheld, so that makes sense. And it has a very distinctive shape that almost resembles the letter H, but in a very modified way. It also has a distinctive camouflage color to it on the front. Meanwhile, on the back and top, it has a very jet black, dark black color. It is a very smooth texture and it's very soft and shiny, and this comes from the camouflage color as well as just the usage. I've had it for many years, so it's become more shiny as it's gotten older just from usage, and that's to be expected. However, most importantly, the Xbox One controller has several elements on it, several buttons and triggers on it that make it what it is, and I'm going to describe those for you now. On the front of the controller, you have several buttons and elements. First, you have two analog sticks, one on the top left and one on the center right. Near the middle of the controller, near the top, you have the home button, and beneath it are, on its left, the back button, and on its right, the start button. In between the analog sticks and under the home button, you have the directional pad with 4 directions, up, down, left, and right. And lastly, on the front, to the right of the right analog stick, you have 4 distinct buttons with 4 distinct colors. The A button, which is green, the B button, which is red, the Y button, which is yellow, and the X button, which is blue. That's not all the elements that the controller has, however. On the top, you have 2 sets of bumpers and triggers to be used during gameplay. And on the back of the controller, you have the very distinctive charging pad where the batteries are held. Let me show it for you right now after describing it for you. Here you see it here on the front. You see the H shape, you see the camouflage color, the analog sticks, the buttons, everything I described. On the top, you can see the bumpers and triggers, and on the back, you see the black color as well as the area where the batteries are stored. You can see it's very eye-catching and very beautiful. However, now that I've described it for you and shown it to you, let me describe the importance it has to me, because it does have a lot of importance. I first got this controller back in December of 2013, shortly after the Xbox One came out, and my parents bought it for me for Christmas. I've had it ever since, and it's grown very, I've grown very attached to it, and I'm very emotionally invested in it. It's been with me through good times and bad times, and it's been a consistent source of joy and pleasure in my life. And it's the main tool I use to pursue my favorite hobby, video games. It's a way to escape reality, and I think that same with any entertainment, has a lot of value in people's lives and should not be cast aside as unimportant. Now, I've been able to describe the Xbox One controller in all its beauty and importance to you. I've been able to show it to you so you can see for yourself just how wonderful it really is. And I've also been able to describe how it's been with me for a long time, and it is the main tool I use for my favorite hobby, which has tremendous importance in my life in terms of entertainment and escapism. I hope you've all learned something about the importance of entertainment and the Xbox One controller in my life, and I hope you've been able to see the same way I've seen for many years just how beautiful it really is. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.